Hey guys, back for another real quick deck profile for you today. It's gonna be my favorite deck actually, which is Noble Knights. This is my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh deck from way back in the day. After my first Dark Magician deck with the old school cards, I decided to buy some Noble Knight cards. Yeah, so let's just get into it. I do have a few empty slots, but those are mostly non-engine, so you can play like Ash Blossom or whatever you guys want. I think it's only like 3 slots, so just a play set of like Imperms or something. But yeah, it's mostly just a pure deck, so no crazy stuff. So first off, for the monsters, we got one Merlin. This card's actually not bad for a couple of reasons. It used to be really bad back in the day, but they actually eroded a card or changed an OCG card, so it actually does have its purpose. You could bump this up to 2. I'm actually strongly consider it after the change, but basically it's just like a lone fire blast for any Noble Knight. If it gets ashed, you're kind of screwed, but that's why we only play the 1 for now. Alright, and for the rest of them, we got 3 Medraut. He's your summon from deck. He's probably the best one. Yeah, not much to say about him. Definitely my favorite, though, out of all the Noble Knights, for sure. Now we have Brothers. Brothers is your mass summons, and he also can recycle and shuffle, so this is how you get all your Noble Knight cards back into the deck. Playing the 3 Custonin. So this is the card that actually got the functional errata change for the OCG, so this copy says you can normal summon 1 Noble Knight monster during your main phase this turn. But actually the change is you can normal summon any monster in addition to your normal summoner set. So it used to be if you had a extra Merlin in hand, you actually couldn't use, like, you couldn't normal summon it after and use it, but now this gives you any normal summon. So it gives you just a double summon, basically, which makes it really good now. We're playing 2 boars. I play 2 because I like to, if you open with one, you want to like search and summon the other one, because a lot of the time you don't really want to open with too many of these guys because you only have 1 normal summon, so it's like you don't have any way to get it out of your hand besides maybe like Brothers, basically, which you're not always guaranteed to have Brothers. Hector, we play the 1. He's not as useful as he used to be. He's basically like a Dragon Ruler from the grave, but he doesn't come up too much. He's mostly just like either discard fodder for various things, or you can like summon him from the hand if you like later in the game. I usually search this guy with his souls, just so he's like sitting in my hand if I haven't searched like if Gearfried's not there already, or if I need to make a play next turn. 1 Dristan, he's basically just a mandatory pop. Not as good as he used to be, but you still play him. We play the 1 Wayne. You could play 2 of this. I've seen people play 2, but it does lock you immediately into Noble Knights when you use its effect for the token, so it's not too great, but if you're playing the pure deck like I am, you could play 2. It's up to you. For the 1 Gwaine, he's just a free summon from hand. I like Gwaine. I like searching Gwaine if I get interrupted. So, like, if they destroy your equip somehow, or if they respond to, like, the equip activation for some reason, you know, with the spell trap removal or something, you can just search this and just special it, and then go into, like, either an Isolde or your Xyz monster. Playing the 1 Guinevere. She's fine at 1. You really don't want to play more of this. In the past, you play like 2 or 3. Like the very first iteration of this deck played 2 or 3 of this card, which I don't know. Now it's just not too good. She's basically just a free Noble Arms from the graveyard as well. We play 2 Morgan. This is the more pure build, so I'd like to play this card. In more competitive E builds, you're probably not going to play this card or play it at 1. But that's pretty much it. She's just a free hand trap from an archetype hand trap, Omni Negate. 1 Gearfried. This card is actually really good to draw, even though you only play 1. Usually you want to search it off Isolde, but I like having it to draw it. It's pretty good. Extra negate for you guys. Spells, we've got 1 Rhoda and then the 3 Searchers. Heritage. You probably recognize this card from Infernobles, but it actually has a couple of regular Noble Knights on it. So yeah, just nothing to say there. Don't forget, the second effect of Heritage lets you recur it back after Noble Knight is destroyed by battle. People forget that all the time. They're like, hey, you're adding that back? I'm like, yeah, you just give me resources by destroying stuff. And the Noble Knight Xyz also, 2 of them also recur another one. So it's a good way to get your resources back. I'm playing the one last chapter. This card is not good, honestly. Like, it doesn't come up very often. But it's just kind of like a Noble Knight name. You can add like for any card that mentions like a Noble Knight card, you can use this as like a target. We're playing one round table, or not round table, Glory. Glory is like just free. It's any equip you want. Speaking of round table, I'm actually not playing that engine. You can play Camelot and the round table engine if you want to. With the new card that just came out, I might try it, but we can keep the deck as tight as we can. All right, so Noble Arms, we got all these bad boys. Most of you probably know what they do. If not, this one gives attack boost. This one gives life points. This one lets you pop a face down. This one prevents targeting. This one gives attack as well. This one is like the throwaway one, just for a name. And then this one gives you battle protection and effect protection. They all equip themselves back with the exception of Excalibur when they're sent. So they all have built-in sort of recursion. And then the traps, all we got is 3 Noble Arms traps. This is how you search like your you can like excavate and like draw basically. Yeah, so not much to say about that card. It's pretty good. So I think that was 37. You can basically put in anything you want for the remaining 3. You could play like Pot of Prosperity, but it does conflict with Brothers, but it's not conflict with this because it's an excavation, not a draw. So you could play it with Brothers, but a lot of the times you do want to use Brothers like turn 1 or to cycle back, or turn 0 to cycle back your stuff. So it's really up to you guys. For extra deck, we play the 1 Ignoble Knight of High Landsland. If you play Valor, you can make this. You can play. I mostly have it here just for the fun because I like the art and it's secret rare, so it's nice and pretty. But with the errata to Custanin, you could play Lady of the Lake for an extra normal summon. That is an option. Might see that more often. Play 2. Actually, I'm going to play 3 of this. This is mostly just a pure Noble Knight extra deck, so no other crazy rank 4s or crazy other cards. I would play maybe Zeus, the classic 4s like Dweller, but for this one, I'm playing just the pure Noble Knight extra deck. This guy is your main guy going second when you want to pop stuff or spin stuff back to the hand, basically. He also recurs when he's destroyed, so he brings another body out. We got 3 of the rank 4 Artorigus. He's the one who spell and trap removal. He equips. He also can equip from the grave, so he's really helpful. Yeah, he's basically a Harpy's Feather Duster on legs. So, and then we have the 3 Sacred Noble Knight. This guy's your monster pop, and he's also recursion if he's destroyed. He can summon out any other Noble Knight, which is pretty good. Alright. Last cards, we got 2 Isolde. You could play 3 if it's like pure. If you play pure, you could play Pot of Prosperity to banish the extra ones, but I'm just playing 2. So yeah, it's not too crazy. She's probably should be banned, but I kind of want to keep the Noble Knight cards where they're supposed to be. Maybe not generic warrior cards. Konami, come on. So anyway, that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think about it. It's more of a pure build, so don't come after me saying, "Oh, where's talents? Where's droplets? Where's all the important stuff?" I have all those cards. I prefer Noble Knights as pure as possible. If any of you guys have experience with the Camelot variant, let me know what you think about that one, if I should play it or not. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys later.